Hello, AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. My name is Danny, and today we are doing an island tour of my own creation of Candanna. The name does not suit the island, in case you were curious. Candanna is a nickname I have been given, most notably by our good friend Nikki Picky Plays. But this island is actually based on the movie Hocus Pocus, loosely based on the movie Hocus Pocus. So we have a kind of Halloweenish autumn vibe island. But let's get started. I want to show you the map first of all, which will include the DA if you are interested in visiting this town. So we have my character, Diva, Boyd, Poppy, Raymond, Muffy, Roscoe, Lucky, Tasha, Bo, and Kiki. Perfect Halloween villagers. The map is nothing to sneeze at. Is that a saying? Well, it is now. But I am really proud of this island. I think it's probably, I know everybody's always like, well, the latest island you create is your favorite, but I think this is my favorite island I've ever created. So let's get right into it. So we have the entrance right off the airport. I wanted something simple to bring you right to the town. So we have the neighborhood right after this. So it's just kind of like an off the airport kind of newsstand and seating area where maybe you're waiting for your flight or whatever. And then we kind of go right into the village part of the town. Village, town, it's all the same. So we have 8 villager yards, which are all going to be kind of similar, but I did give them each a different vibe. So this is Poppy's house. I really like this. I think it's really cute. Every villager also has at least a little bit of Halloween decorations, just so you make sure to note that it is a Halloween town and there are no surprises later on. Wahaha. I don't know why I did that. This is Raven's house. Again, simplistic yards, but I think very effective. So that's the first 2. If we go down from Raymond's yard, it's actually a park. So this is more like a children's park. We have all the play toys and whatnot, playground equipment. I do think it's really cute. Again, it's autumn. We wanted real fall vibes. So the beaches are pretty minimal on this island, just kind of overgrown because, you know, the summer tourism season is over. So the beaches are kind of overgrown. This is the lighthouse. I tried to do some kind of rock formation. If you have your camera like this, it actually looks pretty good. And just keep it like that. Let's keep moving. Then we just go down the road and we have a couple more houses. So this is Tasha's house. Again, very minimal, but Halloween-y. And then we have Roscoe's house. Cute. I like this one a lot. I didn't change any of the houses. I did not do HHP on this island, so I wasn't able to customize any of the housing, but I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. I kind of picked the villagers. Oh, sorry, Poppy. I picked the villagers that kind of suited, like not only the villagers, but their houses. So this is Kiki's yard. I love her house, and this is really cute. Then we have Boyd, and Boyd was one of the original villagers that came to my island. I had no intention of keeping him, but his house kind of fits, and then I kind of did this car repair area next to his house, and I actually really like how it turned out. So I was like, you know what, I'm not giving up Boyd. Boyd can stay. It's probably the first time I've ever finished an island with a gorilla villager. Is that possible? Is that possible? We'll come back here, but I want to finish off the neighborhood. So we have Muffy's house down here. So Muffy is the gardener, I guess you would call on the island. So she just keep a note of that for later. And then she's, you know, Muffy's into some creepy stuff too. So we have that back there. We are not going to ask questions what she's doing with that back there. And then next to Muffy, we have Diva. And again, Diva was my original sisterly. Had no intention of keeping her. Never was one of my favorites. But she was gives off kind of witchy vibes. So I was like, you know what? She can stay. I'll keep her. And that would lead us right back to the entrance. So that's kind of the 8 villager houses. If you come off of Diva's house here, then it's another kind of park, but more like, you know, just a sitting, more adult park, no playground equipment. And then the beach here is also just very simple. Again, just overgrown because it's autumn. Oh, Kiki's out looking. Kiki's so perfect for this island. Obviously, if you've seen Hocus Pocus, you know, the black cat. Then this is the farmer's market. So my idea behind this was it's right across the street from Muffy's house. So I envisioned that she owns this market and she comes here to sell her preserves and her goods that she gardens. So, just cute little farmer's market. And there's our buddy Boyd. And then right off the neighborhood, I have the Pumpkin Patch Farm. So this farm, the whole process was actually during the process, it was Sherb's farm, but then after I realized that I wasn't going to do HHP and customize the houses, if you've seen Sherb's house, it's like a baby blue, it was not going to work. So we did a villager hunt in the end, and we ended up getting Bo, and I think we amiiboed Bo in, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But this is the pumpkin patch, and Bo runs the pumpkin patch farm. Really cute. We built this barn in the back. Nice red barn, works perfect with all the autumn colors. And I wanted kind of a mismatched pumpkin feel with all the different colors of pumpkins. I love that. And then a little, pond. Well, actually, that's a continuation of the river. That's the story there, that it kind of goes under the road and then comes out there. And then we have more of the beach. And again, this beach I did a little bit more. This was actually the last build that I did on this island. So I have, a cute little fire area. And then I built these little cabins, just a couple of them on the beaches, because maybe like people would normally like summer here. And then they're kind of like overgrown cabins for the autumn. So I just kind of did 2 little storefront property builds to kind of fill up the beach, because I actually realized the beaches on this particular beach I had a lot more area to deal with, so I was like, I don't want to make them too barren. And then we have like a little hot tub behind the property that's maybe kind of filled with dirty water because it's fall. And then this is just a cute little thing behind the farm. I had a little space, so I just kind of connected the river and made a little waterfall in the back. So I really like that. It's kind of a cute little area. And then again, just filling up the rocks. We're gonna have a little lighthouse, nice sitting place. You can just kind of chill. And then the rest of the beach is up the end. It's just kind of pretty sparse, again, overgrown. But then we get a little surprise at the end on the rocks. These gyroids, I don't know. They're up to no good, I think. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's best we don't spend too much time here. So that was kind of, the beach was kind of boring, so I wanted people who, made the trek all the way to the end of the beach to kind of get rewarded with a cute little surprise. So I wanted to do a little gyroid magical area, perhaps. So that's what that is. So I think it's kind of cute, and it's kind of like, it's a good payoff if you just kind of like went through that whole beach with not really seeing too much excitement. Be like, oh, what are those gyroids up to? So we go back to the farm, and then we go back up, and then the farm, the whole story here, you can probably hear my dog wandering around, so hey Billy, hey Sadie. Yeah, they're gonna chase each other. We have the pumpkin, like where you would buy the pumpkin. So it's a little pumpkin stall / stand, baking area. We buy pumpkin products perhaps. And then I wanted to do kind of like, sitting area, like roasted marshmallows with all the pumpkins, and I wanted it to be all kind of cozy-ish because I wanted to give like kind of warm feel. So that's why I built the cliffs all around it and kind of filled it all in. So it's kind of a cozy little area for your, the pumpkin shop. That's what I'm gonna call it, the pumpkin shop. Poppy is so cute and perfect for this island. So we're gonna go back up to the shopping district. So this is again just going out of the 8 houses in the neighborhood. So then I put the 2 stores here. Nothing too like breaking the mold as far as like what people do with their stores. Abel's here again, just using some clothes. You'll notice some of the clothes designs. If you've seen Hocus Pocus, you'll recognize that iconic design. So I thought maybe the town would play up on those designs and be like, hey, I want a book shirt. And then kind of a storage area between the 2 stores. Again, just throwing some stuff in there. I think it makes it look more realistic. And we've got the parking lot of both stores. And then we go right to resident services. And resident services, oh hey Luna girl, how's it going? It's just kind of, obviously there's nothing I can do about it, but it's kind of just behind the whole neighborhood. So that's, back to Tasha's house. And then the beach is on this side again, just kind of finish off kind of normal, kind of plain. And then I did a little manual bridge. Manual bridge? That's not the right word. I did a little land bridge And I like how doing these in city towns, mostly because it fits better with your roads and kind of looks more realistic. So I like how that turned out, and then I kind of continued the river on there. And then we did an amusement park. I actually had a lot of fun doing this on stream. We kind of just went with it and kind of did an autumn carnival, and we did all the rides and this customization. We've got tickets lying around and a cute little photo op. You can become your favorite Sanderson sister, of course, from Hocus Pocus. And then the little cafe or food stall area. Again, just kind of really decorating it. I loved using actually those festival garlands along the back. I think it just adding those colors, it just added a lot to kind of the fall fair feel. I think very underutilized item, by the way. And then, you know, more games. We created this little dunking booth. I don't know if it was super successful, but I mean, it looks like a dunking booth to me. I think we did the job. We kind of were toying with some different ideas on stream, and that's what we did. I did leave the things off, except for I noticed I missed the carousel, but because they get kind of noisy, so you can turn them on if you're visiting the DA. And then back here, just on the rocks, again, just filling some area, but I didn't really want to do anything too monumental. That elephant in this customization is so creepy, though. But it's fine. And then just a kind of, again, cafe on the boardwalk, on the beach, using the autumn colors. I kind of liked that the chairs didn't match. I actually used all three variants of these chairs if you look around. And I thought that was kind of a cool idea, and they kind of still go together. So then we're gonna go up from the carnival, and kind of overlooking the whole town up here is the graveyard. Now the graveyard is a very important scene in Hocus Pocus. The kind of the end of the movie basically takes place there. And so we wanted to do it justice, and I really like how this turned out. We have, you know, open grave. Again, if you've seen the movie, you know. And I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, this is just kind of, I wanted it overgrown again because it's a fall, and I got a great idea from our good friend Paris to put the museum in the back, because I didn't know what I was going to do with the museum, and she suggested that we use it as kind of a mausoleum in the back of the graveyard, so it was perfect. So again, it's just kind of a symmetrical build, but you know, that's kind of the idea of it, that it's a mausoleum overlooking the graveyard, and it was kind of fun to do that. So I really do like how that turned out. All right, so then we're getting out of the graveyard and we go back into the town section. So you can get off either side of the graveyard. So this would bring us right back to where the shopping district was. Like, there's Abel's. I just threw this, I had this corner, I didn't really know what to do. So I kind of did this kind of a old, maybe abandoned gas station, like right in the corner. And I think it actually turned out pretty cool. I do love using the rusty furniture. There's something about it that just is so cool, especially in a Halloween-y type vibe town, right? And then we have the soccer field, again, overgrown. It's just part of the school, which we're going to run up to in a second. So this is the school, again, very important part of the movie. I mean, the movie starts at the school, so I wanted to do kind of like an Eastern vibe school, and the fountain is a part of the school. If you didn't know, the school where the fountain is the same fountain that's used in the opening credits of Friends, is the same from the Hocus Pocus movie. So there you go, there's your trivia. So I wanted to include the fountain because it was so iconic. And so that's the high school. And then we're gonna go to one of the last builds we did on stream as well together. So I had Lucky in. We just decided to do a little fishing town because obviously this is based on Salem. That's where the movie takes place. So it is, you know, kind of fishery. We did a little fishing build for Lucky. So he kind of has this, because I have the secret beach right here, and I'm like, let's just make it a cute little fishing thing. So that was great. I really like this build. Again, it was kind of thrown together last minute, but like sometimes those end up being the coolest builds. So I'm really happy with that. We can go up here. And this is where we're getting into the more secret forest area. So we're actually gonna go down first before we cross the bridge. And I wanted to really do a sunken campsite. So we're gonna go down here. I always wanted to do a sunken campsite. I think it just looks really cool and really cozy. So we built this on stream again, and I love how this turned out. I think it's very rustic, kind of creepy. We wanted creepy vibes because it's like, we'll see in a second, but it's right next to the witch's house. So it's almost like storyline wise that maybe some kids are camping out here because they're gonna go explore the witch's house, which is like right next door. But I'm really happy with this campsite. I think it turned out really cute. But then we go back up, and that's where we're actually going to see the witch's house. So again, we wanted some different pops of color. That's why you see purple introduced here, where you don't really see it much else throughout the town, kind of mystical purple. And you follow this path, and you leave right to the witch's house. So this is meant to be the Sanderson sisters' house. So obviously this would be my character's house. And let's go have a look inside. Here we go, we're inside. I had to, of course, use the magical flooring and the candle walls to do the trick. I really like how this turned out. I had a lot of fun doing this. It's so not anything that I've done before. And we kind of have here, like where the magic happens, right here. You know, reading the spell book, and in the glass case, if you remember the movie, the glass case where the magical book was held. So I've got that there. So like kind of the timeline wise, it's kind of like just before the movie started, like the Sanderson sisters have not arisen yet. And it's kind of like, that's where we're at, right? And then I designed a kitchen on this side. You don't get to see a kitchen in the movie or anything, but I didn't want to block off all the rooms. So I thought I'm going to do a little kitchen. Kind of like what maybe would look in that era and that time, and I think it turned out really cute. I'm actually really pleased with it. Again, everything's dark and it's, you know, spider webs and everything, but I think it like lots of plants that they would probably use for potions and things like that. So I do really like how this kitchen turned out, so I'm pretty proud of it. But yeah, let's go upstairs. So upstairs here we have the bedroom, and it's kind of 3 beds, 3 sisters. I kind of wanted them each representing a different kind of sister. So Sarah, the more playful one, kind of like toys around her section, her bed. Then Winifred in the middle, and again, more serious. So I kind of had the outfit that looked like her boots and her outfit hanging on the wall next to her bed. And then Mary right kind of here, reading books. And I mean, we're limited with items we could use, so that was just kind of where I went with this. So kind of, I wanted 3 beds for 3 sisters, you know, bathtub and things like that on this side, and more, you know, witches' hats hanging, stuff like that. So I thought this looked pretty cute with what I could, you know, find to use, but yeah. So the other rooms up here I did block, so you can't get to them. You can go into the basement, but I'm gonna save the basement for you guys when you come visit the DA tour, because that's a surprise that you're gonna have to see for yourself. Let me know what you think. So that's my Hocus Pocus Island. Please let me know what you think. If you come visit, please be sure to let me know. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this island. I had so much fun with this one. I feel like I've never finished an island so quickly because I'm so passionate about it, and I really enjoyed this one. I can't wait to see what comes next for me. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.